my Bitcoin and ICP renegades today. This is a very important video. You cannot miss this video. It's going to be life changing. It's going to be just amazing, terrific, spectacular, just like WrestleMania was. If you guys didn't see WrestleMania, it was amazing. Cody Rhodes came back, which I already told you about, which was pretty cool. But also Stone Cold Steve Austin making his appearance. That was awesome. But the point of today's video, after you smash up the like buttons, because you're going to want to by the end of this, so you might as well do a preemptive like instead of a preemptive strike. We call this the preemptive like. And you do it before you know that the video is going to be awesome. Just like, when a Dr. Dre beat comes out, you know it's going to be fire. So you might as well give a preemptive like. And then smash up the subscribe button as well. You want to stay tuned for lots of good price action videos like this. And what I'm telling you today, do not panic sell your ICP. Yes. I'm saying it again. Do not panic sell your ICP. Okay, before we go any further in this, all right, so the point of today's video, you know that we went all the way down to $15, and I want to take a recap back to that time frame, which was around February, I believe, where it was at its rock bottom. ICP was at like 14, 50 or something. And it went, to that bedrock price. I was telling everybody, hey, cool, I'm glad you came. Nobody is panic selling. Looks like Definity took their profits. No, absolutely not. Definity Foundation is for the long term. I have spoken with a lot of the people there, and I know firsthand that they are long term like me. Their whole goal, they're focused on the company, guys. They're not focused on taking money and leaving. I'm telling you that 100%. Knowing that, I wouldn't be working for a company that is just dumping Definity, man. And yeah, you got to get your facts straight before you come at me with that, because ICP is definitely not being sold off by the Definity team in droves. They are staking for long term. Maybe they are giving more out in grants and all that other stuff. But if they plan to run, they wouldn't be investing all this into their, community. So anyway, people do panic sell, and it isn't even down that much. I was just saying that for people who do, panic sell their Bitcoin or their ICP without actually knowing the facts. So I'm telling you, we are in a correction right now that is not going to, continue to drop. So yeah, that's definitely not true. I don't know who's been feeding people full of lies that Definity is going to sell their ICP. Is just ridiculous. They get paid a lot of money, to work for these projects. Anyways, they don't need to be, selling off droves of it. And I'm sure each person that works there, they have something set up saying that you cannot sell, but a certain amount over a certain period of time, and it's locked up in these things. And yes, there are neurons that do get unlocked, but do you know most of those neurons get restaked or put into the ecosystem? So that's why I'm saying don't panic sell your Bitcoin at when it drops from, here, let's look at this. This is what I wanted to show you. Don't panic sell your ICP when it goes to 2138. When we were just at, 22, and we did go all the way up and almost test the 24, 2346. So that definitely, as you see, compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's actually up. So it's doing pretty good, but by itself, it is down almost 1%. That's it. So don't panic sell right now thinking, okay, Bitcoin went down to 45K, and it's starting to, Internet Computer did have a retrace. This is called a correction, everybody. This is the reason I did this. This is like my first video I ever did, was do not panic sell your Bitcoin. So that's why I make videos like this to show you. And every time I make a video like this, it turns out to be right in the long run. So I'm not saying like I'm magical and I can figure out everything, but I know when we're at lower prices. And yes, we could reverse further. It all depends on Bitcoin. But I think this is just another correction. We're on our way up. We are starting to go sideways a little bit, but that's normal, on the way up, especially when we get kind of stagnant like this. And last time that happened, Ethereum is the one that got us out of it. So I'd like to see what Ethereum is going to do in the long term. Yeah, me and you are going to have a sit down, Charles, and kind of get on the same page. We've been kind of just butting heads way too much lately, and it's bad for the show. So we're just gonna have a discussion later, me and you. But nothing bad. Just let's get on the same page and stuff. So, anyways, I want to just thank everybody, for following the channel, and those of you that hold ICP for the long term and that have the positive feedback. Those are the people I want on my channel. So even if we get very fewer views, we're going to get quality views, and I want to build a community of people in ICP that have the same kind of mindset, at least a 4 to an 8 year mindset. Like my retirement goal in ICP is 10 years. If I can make it 10 years and collect at least 1,000 internet computer in that 10 years, I will be able to retire. And that's my opinion. I think I will make almost $1 million by doing that, or maybe even more than $1 million, and that would be enough to retire. So a lot of people don't even make $1 million in their lifetime. If you think about it, $50,000 a year times 10 years, that's 500,000, and that's 20 years of work, $1 million. 20 years of $50,000 a year work. So $100,000 a year, that would be only 10 years of work. So it kind of depends on the job you have. So maybe I couldn't just retire off of that, but it would definitely help me to be able to retire. And I'll only be 48 by then. I could retire before I'm 50, if everything goes right in crypto, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it as well. So, but I need your help. I'm calling you guys to action. I need you to smash up those like buttons like never before. Please just comment all those things, man. That's why my channel did so well before, because I had a way to kind of incentivize people in a reasonable way without me going broke, and I'd like to maybe set up something like that in the future, just where you have to earn a certain amount, and you can earn Satoshis on my channel and make it, no, I don't want to do that. No, that would just make me spam for sure. I'm gonna figure out a way to grow the channel. I think what I'm doing is great. Having these lives, this is gonna be on my main channel, and then I need to figure out how to show people that my uploads are on my other channel. That way, you don't always have to be on live with me, and you can always get these good ICP videos. So right now, ICP is at 2139, and where I see it going is not much farther down than this for right now. Tonight, I'm gonna do an ecosystem video on internet computer, and or either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't done an ecosystem video this week. I know I don't really have to do those yet, because well, I do kind of. I'm still under the grant from what they did before, so I'm just gonna keep making the videos. I love ICP anyway, so I think I'm maybe do an ecosystem video tonight or in the next couple of days at least, to see where we're at. Last time I looked at crowd created canvas, there was only 3 projects, and now there's 5, which we saw watching Six Figs channel. So go check him out. I know there's only 1 person here right now for some reason. But what time of the day is it? It's like 1 or 2? What time is it? It's 1:47. Okay, that kind of explains it. Everybody might still be at work, or, this isn't my normal streaming time, but that's okay. I'm waiting for people to show up. That's the thing. It's like, that's the reason I stopped talking. I'm like just kind of waiting, and then if no people show up by like 15, we'll just go. Thank you, the 1 person that's here. I really appreciate that. It really helps me that you support. Please smash that like button if you're the 1 person here. That would actually maybe get YouTube to show another person, possibly. I don't know. My throat's still hurting a little bit, but it feels like it's healing. I don't know what that is, man. If that keeps up, I'm gonna have to. Oh, thank you, dude. You're so awesome. See, you guys don't have to donate money to my channel. I know I come out with a lot of stuff where you can buy stuff on my channel, but you don't have to. You really don't have to buy stuff. All you have to do is nothing. But if you would, you could smash the like button, comment, do all those things, and it really helps, man. So if you're feeling bad, well, I can't help this guy, man, you can. The like button's free. The subscribe button free, comments free, all of that. So in that, like all three of those things only take a total of maybe 10 seconds of your time. So it isn't like I'm asking a lot, but I understand you guys want to give likes to good content. And that's why the more I learn, the more I give you better content. I know like my editing skills are kind of like juvenile still, but I'm getting better. I'm learning how to work on them, and I'm going to start giving you guys better edited, cool videos, on my other channels. So you're going to want to subscribe to Bitcoin Renegade with a 3 on the first E of the Renegade. There's got to be a better way to say that. A quicker way or something, but that's just kind of where we're at here. Oh, I didn't monetize this video. Maybe that's why YouTube isn't pushing it. Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second, everybody. Let me share this. That's just gonna give me an avenue to leave. I'll be right back. Okay. And then it all went crazy. So, what were you saying? Okay. Definity took their profit. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. We'll talk later. This is crazy though. ICP is having a good day. And you know why I say that? It's not pumping, but it's having a good day because if you look at this, if you compare the loss to Ethereum or Bitcoin, it is doing better, and it's actually starting to recover a little bit out of the 2146. So I was telling you anything under $25 is dream level prices for internet computer, and that isn't just within the next couple days. That's a long-term price prediction. And I was telling you when we were at 14, a lot of people are saying, well, why are you telling us this stuff after it happened? Anybody can guess it after it happened. I've just been getting a lot of negativity lately, and I'm just gonna what I have to do is just not pay attention to it. That's what I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna respond. Any negative comments from now on, you get no response from me anymore. So there you go. You can be negative, but I'll just ban you or whatever else. 1439. So that was the lowest we have ever. And we have this nice, bedrock area that I was just telling everybody about. And that is not being condescending. That is showing you the value of watching my channel over the long period of time. I know sometimes I can go long-winded and do big episodes, but mainly that's just to get more people on so that we can tell you good information like this. We have a nice ascending triangle. I'll probably go over, this in one of my price action videos, but we do have an ascending triangle right here on the daily, which kind of was broke out and then went back under right here. So that's kind of a sketchy level. But what I would say, this is more like a bull flag type deal. I mean, you have kind of a sideways pull action here, and it's either that or a symmetrical triangle, but it's just sketchy. I really wouldn't know what is going to happen with this because it depends on Bitcoin. And when it gets into a squeeze like that, it could be bullish, but most of the time, especially with these wicks, it's kind of pointing to the downside right now. But I think we might have already hit our downside. So that's the thing. I think that's all we needed to do is have a little correction. That's why I'm saying don't panic sell. This is just a correction, guys. Like, I know I make it complicated sometimes when I don't really see a pattern in the charts, but that is just because I don't really see a lot there. I want it to be an ascending triangle, but there's too many breakouts that didn't work out, right? So that's what I don't understand. How can it just break out, and then just stay under there? It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's, it's kind of like the YouTube algorithm. I have breakout videos That's exactly like the YouTube algorithm, guys. So I have breakout videos, but I always end up with the same amount of viewers in the long run. You know what I mean? I break out, have a nice video, and then I go right back to where I was. That's a bad algorithm, man. Well, not I wouldn't say a bad algorithm. I guess it's a hard algorithm. Let's just say it's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Which I like the challenge, but man, I wish it would be just a little easier. I'm gonna do a 12-hour live stream here soon, guys. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a 12-hour ICP video. I really want them to continue my grant, so I think I'm gonna do it in a big way. Because I was like, I was even willing to change the name of my channel to ICP Renegade if that's what it took to continue, working with them. I love the project. I love making videos about it. It's what I like. The videos do really well. Every time, part of my website is dedicated to them, or basically the most of the website is Definity. There are a lot of my videos now, but it was at first it was like a 90% Definity, 10% Bitcoin Renegade, which was fine. That's kind of the way I wanted it. They paid for it. They helped me get my website up and running. And, all of that, and then making all this Definity and ICP content. I like doing it. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do a 12-hour ICP video. All ICP, all 12 hours. So on that day, I'm going to try to get maybe some ICP people over here. That way it's not just me all day. Maybe I'll get Ice Emojis over here, or if he's not free, we'll just try to get maybe Definity Vietnam. That would be cool to have the guy that runs that over here, which he's the one who created crowd created Canvas. I'd like to have, the Tonic Labs owner. I know he has a YouTube channel. Maybe I could get him to collaborate with us as well. And yeah, that will be amazing to do. So I hope everything is going to go good with that. But I think a 12-hour video. And then in the middle of the video, I think if people want me to keep going at I won't do it every hour, but after 3 hours, I will need a certain amount of views, likes, and comments to continue to the next 3 hours, and then so on and so forth. And then if I get a certain at the end of 12 hours, we'll keep even going after that. So, but there has to be, it'll be a crazy price, or not a crazy price, but a crazy view count or something that we'll have to get for that. So, yeah, and normally I don't say anything, when you talk about stuff like that. But when you talk about Definity, I get defensive, man, because I'm invested in this. I believe in it. I know the people that you're talking about. So that's why I'm just yeah, not like ICP though. I mean, this thing it's not going to go anywhere. Scams are ICPs. Little tiny doggy friend, Shiba. And I guess they're not really even ICP's doggy friend, but Shiba Inu meme coins, Dogecoin, those kind of things are, more of a scam than Internet Computer. Everything that it's doing. So the big thing, I want to do a video. Oh, I know my next ICP video. Thank you, bro. Even if it had nothing to do with what I'm thinking of, I need to write this down though. Dang it, did I just forget it? Oh no, I just forgot it, man. That really sucks. I had a good video and it was gone like that. A good idea and then gone like that. Oh, that sucks. Oh, dude, it's right there on the tip of my head now. Okay, I'm gonna have to think of that later now. Dang it. What was I gonna make a video about? It was gonna be about something. Man, oh well, can't remember now. That sucks. So that's the thing with good ideas, man. And I'll try to write them down as soon as I get them because they can leave your head that fast. I had the best idea, and I still kind of know what it is, but I'd have to sit down and think of it. So Shiba. So I was thinking about Shiba, and then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. Woo, thank you. Okay, I had to trace my steps. Now I remember it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to make a good video about it. And thank you for getting me there again. That was awesome. But this is going to be huge. and it's going to solve one of the biggest problems that crypto has right now. Let's just say it has something to do with bridge hacks. And that's what I kind of, you were talking about a scam, and I was like, okay, well, bridge hacks happen a lot, in when you have different crypto going from one crypto to another, those have little weak points that these hackers can exploit for hundreds of millions of dollars, like we see like every couple of weeks. So I'm going to make a video about internet computer and how they're going to put a stop to that with one little thing that they do different. Instead of making a bridge, they do something else. And a lot of you who follow me already know what that is, and that they've already done it with two cryptos. And it's going to be the change of basically all of that. It's going to put the hackers back a couple, it's going to take them a long time to figure out what to do with it. And hopefully they'll never be able to. That's the cool thing, is that this is the future of, and I bet a lot of other blockchains are going to follow suit after this too. So thanks for letting me think of that. That was good. Well, ICP, why am I saying do not panic sell? Because believe it or not, people get scared quick. I know when I put 10 grand into the graph, I was watching it every second. And if it would go down just a little bit, I would be sweating. And if it went up, I was getting ready to take the profit. And I just don't want, that was when I first started. I've learned a lot since then. But when you put basically all of your money into something, that was all my money at the time, I would not recommend doing that. It's very stressful. When you put basically your life savings in something, and which isn't very much, and actually it wasn't even life savings, it was money that I got from a car accident. So, but basically, I've been on disability for 10 years, so I had no money. No money saved. You can't save money being on disability. So, because I had really bad migraines that debilitated me from working. So, anyway, but now I'm in a position where I can look for these projects to actually make me wealthy. And all that money isn't just going to be for me. I'm going to give a lot of it back to the community, but I'm going to give a lot of it to my family, my church, and try to put to work some of the people, if they have jobs, that can help my business at my church. And I've already been able to do that with one person, and maybe other people that are into stuff like that, I can put them to work too. Because that's cool. What other to do, than start a business and give other people in your community jobs? Dude, that's the American dream right there, right? To be able to employ your neighbor, your buddy, your church friend, like whatever it is, right? That's the American dream, a second chance. I am the epitome of the American dream. I'm serious. Like I messed up in the first part of my life. I had a real hard time because of a botched marriage, and it emotionally wrecked me for a long time, and I turned to some bad things, and I messed up. I messed up bad, and that was a long time ago. I've changed my life so much since then. Now I'm starting a business. I'm starting to be actually successful. And I think that was one of the things that always scared me, because I didn't finish school and stuff. I was always scared that I would amount to nothing. And then I did amount to nothing. I ended up homeless on the streets, and it was just hard. So I never really had, the idea that I could start and do something like this and be so good at it too. Like, if you look at the overall, yeah, I get it wrong sometimes. I'm human. But for the most part, I do pretty good at calling these cryptos. And I'm trying to take you guys along with me. And to know there's so much noise out there, right? And that's why I appreciate when you guys watch my videos. I know there's 1,000 other ones you could watch. So thank you for that. But I think the reason you're watching it is not just because me. Yeah, I appreciate that. But I think you, even if you don't know it, you get value from this. So yeah, I don't know. I thought I had your mind changed, man, on ICP. You were definitely in my corner on that. And you went away for kind of a while, and then now, I don't know if you're having a hard time, man, but you're back to not liking it anymore. Yeah, I can understand. I've been burned too, man. Like, if you don't know, like, my story, I just told you. So I understand hard times. And I think that's why, you and I get along so well, even though, we are so different, that we've both been through some hard times, which makes us on that level. And I think that even though people in the chat or people who watch are like, man, why do they let this guy be mod? Or, they don't even get along. Why? because it goes much deeper than that, man. I can tell this is a guy who's been through some stuff. He's had his heart broken by, a female. He knows that pain. He kind of has been screwed over by a lot of people, and I understand that, man. So I don't let somebody's like little actions define what I think of them. I look at their overall character and who they are, and then I make my decision on, the person. So if you don't understand why I pick certain people, and you might not understand that, there's a reason for everything I do. So it does, man. Going through stuff makes you a better person. There's a perfect saying that's going around right now. What is it? So easy times makes for soft men. Soft men make hard times. Hard times make hard men, right? And then hard men make easy times. And then easy times make easy, men. And then it just keeps going round in circle like that. So the more you go through, the more you don't want other people to go through what you went through. And that's real. Like I think that's the moral of the whole thing that they're saying is that, you if you go through some stuff, you'll understand it more than being on the outside. That's why I wanted to be a chemical dependency counselor for a long time. And I might still one day, I don't know, because I've been through that. I went through the fire. I came out on the other side, and I couldn't have done it without God for sure. And I want to show people that there is a way out. That I got, my wife cheated on me and got my kid taken away. And like because of everything she did, I can't say that I didn't have anything, to do with that. There was definitely a lot of fault on my end as well. But what she did was broke her vows to me and to God. And then she got but all of that, yeah, I've been through the ringer. I've been through it and I survived. I was able to reunite with my daughter after 16 years. I never gave up. I turned to God. I turned away from the things that were killing me and, and found someone who is faithful. I was looking for a faithful wife. I couldn't find it, but I found a faithful God. So that to me is, why I am where I am today and why I make these videos. I'm definitely wanting to get a camera very soon. One maybe a Philips or a Nikon or one of those, high tech cameras, so I can do like kind of like this is 1020p or 1080p. I think it's 1080p. And yeah, make more ICP content. So that's the cool thing. I just wanted to give you a little background and just why I'm telling you like not to panic sell your ICP right now. Now, if you're a day trader, I would kind of wait and see what's going on before I bought back into ICP. But I remember just a couple weeks ago it was sitting at 16 to 18 bucks. And now we're sitting over 20 to 21. And eventually we're going to be sitting from like 26 to 28, and then 34. And then you won't have a chance to buy ICP under $25 dream level prices like I've been saying the whole time. So that's what we're looking at right now. We could have further pullbacks if Bitcoin decides to, but I just have a feeling this is a correction. Just like every other one we've had in this bull market, right? And not the bear market type correction that has to happen after an all-time high, right? We haven't been to another all-time high. There is no massive pressure that says we need to go back down into the $30,000 ranges again. So that's also going to help ICP stay up through everything. So that's very true. Yeah, the streaming gear that you have, it defines your audience. Basically, if you put more back into it, your audience is going to put more time into watching you. And that's what I've noticed, like especially with Ants Canada. Shout out Ants Canada. I love that channel, man. Just the way that he delivers his enthusiasm even rivals my own. Like I'm a pretty enthusiastic person. That's why I did really good, on YouTube and selling magazines and just any kind of thing where you interact with people, right? Because I have that passion, that enthusiasm, that, thing that people are like, oh, why is he so happy? Like I want to be happy. People want to laugh, dude. I'm telling, if I could be funnier, that would get my YouTube channel a lot more views. So I've said it from the beginning, man. That's one thing I lack, and I'm trying to bring more to my channel is the comedy aspect. Life is serious, right? We deal with all sorts of serious crap all day long. We don't want to go to YouTube and deal with some more serious crap, right? We want to come to YouTube, find out a little bit about, crypto and have a freaking good time and just not worry about the crap, right? So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. I probably am gonna need a new laptop too, and not a stupid Chromebook. I can't believe I bought a Chromebook for. I was honestly thinking I was getting a MacBook, and I bought a Chromebook instead. So that was my dumb fault. But anyway, ICP is doing amazing. Let's take one last look at it before we go. I don't want to talk too much because my throat is just healing now. It's getting a little bit better, but it's still healing. So. Oh, hey, what's up? Belly's full, but you're hungry. Okay. A Canon camera. Okay, that's the one he had. Hey, Ratish, didn't see you there. Good to see all of you. I bought ICP close to all-time high, still holding. Do you think it will reach 500 bucks again? Man, I'm sorry to tell you, but that is going to be quite far off. But yes, if you're talking 10 years down the road, of course. But if you're thinking in the next year, is it going to go to $500? I'm sorry to tell you that I don't think it's going to in that short time. But hey, don't be discouraged. If you held from 500 all the way down and you're still in it right here, you passed the bottom, bro. You did good. You held through the bottom. What there's no way you would sell right here. If you didn't sell here, oh, you're smart and you're holding through. So you did what you were supposed to do. So in 10 years, dang right. Now, what I would do in that situation, I'm not financial advice, not telling you what to do. What I would do if it was me, I would be buying at these low levels, even at 20 something. You know why? Because that's going to bring your level way down. So you bought in at 500, but now you're buying in at 14 and you're buying in at 15 and 20 and 18 and 22 and 16. And that's going to bring your thing down to 400 to 300 to 200 to 100 to 50. Then now you have to only break out a 50 guy. So you could wait for 10 years until it goes back up to 500. Or if you believe in the project, again, not financial advice, you just buy the dips, man. And you dollar cost average your $500 purchase, $500 each of ICP down to anywhere like 50 bucks, man. So that's what I would do in that situation, 100%. And I bet you could get it down to at least 100, maybe $50. So that would save you your butt. And you could probably see profit in the next year if you do that. But that is high level advice, and that's not advice. That's just what I would do for myself. So normally I would charge like $1,000,000 for that. No, just kidding. But yeah, ICP is getting ready to hold this level, and I think a good accumulation level is good. That's what we need to see. A bunch of up and then sideways and kind of test that level before moving on again. And that is what I still think is going to happen with this as well. So if we break through, I think we broke through the level that I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't. Yeah, it did right here. So it broke below this line. You see that blue line I just put there? It kind of broke below that. That's a crucial point. So that's not great news. But we still have some support right here, so I'm not worried. We just got to be careful. Okay, that's all it's looking at. I'll do some more TA in the future, but yeah, that's what we have for today. So, all right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin.